What's going on, and welcome to Gaming with Bare Hands. I'm Bare Hands, and today we are going to be looking at the Electro Wizard Challenge and the success that I have finally had after some really intense and soul-crushing defeats. I have been playing this challenge all day long. I have some advice for you. Play really well, non-stop, and win yourself this challenge because it feels great. I was playing with a Hog Electro Wizard deck with the Elite Barbarians because pretty much every single deck has the Elite Barbarians now. And I played about 5 challenges and won on average about 8 games. Man, it was hard. After you got past that 6, it just got super competitive. What I did was when I got home, I actually traveled to see my brother and spent a good time, like an hour and a half away, grinding out with a specific deck and just could not get to the 12th win. And when I got home, I jumped on to the YouTubes and saw that Chief Pat won in his first try, so I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and give that deck a try, and it did. It's a graveyard deck with the Fireball and a Skeleton Army, which I thought was really surprising, but if he had a lot of success with it on his first try, I figured maybe I'll just give it a whirl as well, and we won with that deck on our first try trying with the deck. Really wish I had just started out of the get-go with it. Because now I could play this challenge casually without just feeling like I just... I'll go ahead and link the Chief Pat video down below just so you can see the real pro playing with the deck. I think he also got the deck from somebody else, so you get to see, if you want to, multiple people playing this deck with success. We're going to jump into a couple of games. See you in just a second. Alright, we've got this game against Kiko. He's going to go ahead and start with the Ice Golem, and I have to say, throughout the entire challenge, I kept thinking to myself, the Ice Golem is the MVP of this meta that is happening in the challenge mode. He does a pretty good defense here. He throws his Electro Wizard in the middle. One more wizard for me to mess the name up on. And he's got a bowler kind of meandering down our right-hand lane, and so I want to deal with his Electro Wizard because it stalls your tower out for a pretty long time and tacks on some damage, and then he gets with his bowler, a graveyard down, and my first piece of advice is always be prepared for your opponent to play the graveyard on your tower. It's going to happen. If you're in this challenge, graveyard is going to get dropped on you. Also notice that our deck has the graveyard, and so at this point I just kind of want to start something up slow. He's going to throw his Ice Golem down and his Elite Barbarian, so the idea is throw your Ice Golem down and get the Elite Barbarians on their Elite Barbarians. Pretty much the best way to deal with the Elite Barbarians is with the Elite Barbarians. Then they're going to run up to this bowler and slap at it a couple of times with their swords. Not going to kill it, bring it down to a little bit more than half health, and I'm thinking right now probably going to get a graveyard in the face with this tank coming over the river, so I throw the Electro Wizard down, I go ahead and throw the archers down, but then unfortunately I don't have quite as much elixir as I would like to deal with that bowler, but we deal pretty well, and he's given us the well played after fireballing our Electro Wizard and archers, and that stings. So we took a pretty big hit there. It was like a -3 elixir hit that we just took. Granted, we defended the graveyard pretty well. He's coming with the Electro Wizard as well. I'm going to go ahead and cross-lane push because things are not going well, so I want to change the pace. And I'm not scared of an Electro Wizard over on the other side. And our Elite Barbarians assassinate that bowler and bring his tower down, giving him some wows over there. So that was a nice change of pace. I'm going to go ahead and throw down our Skeleton Army now on the graveyard. Totally shuts it down after he had thrown his zap on our attack, and now I feel like, okay, the battle's now in our hands. Before he was making the shots, now we're making the shots, all because we went ahead and switched our rotation by pushing his opposite lane there. And now, check it out, his tower is dropping down 800, 700, 600, 500. We go ahead and throw our fireball and our amazing archers there. For some reason, not targeting that Mega Minion, go ahead and take the tower out. And so really, I don't think I would have won that game had I not switched the pace. And that's important to know. If you're just defending constantly and he keeps getting more and more damage, there's 3 minutes of overtime. So if you're behind and he's grinding you down, you're going to lose, okay? So you need to switch how things are happening. And that's what I did over there. I pushed the Elite Barbarians over on the side after he had committed some elixir on the side he wanted to, and that forced him to split it up, and then I got the advantage there. Alright, at this point in the challenge, we were at game number 10. I had lost 2 games already, so things were on the line. The pressure was tense. My heart was pounding. And we play against this gentleman, or gentle lady, I don't know. And he's got a group of goblins running at us. We're going to defend wonderfully with the archers. The archers do a fantastic job against that. And then we're just going to do some chip and cast that fireball on his Electro Wizard. Great trade because you're getting 200 and some damage off on his tower and getting rid of that unit. And so in a long game like this, being able to just deal that chip damage to the tower without taking a negative hit to the elixir is great, okay? And so keep that in mind. Also, he is going to not do anything, so I'm going to do a split push with our Elite Barbarians. And then he split pushes with his Elite Barbarians, which is a great defense. And you're going to see a pro split push defense here, pulling both things into the middle with the Ice Golem. Again, MVP. Keep in mind, MVP of the games always is the Ice Golem. He's going to throw his Musketeer down. Again, I would like to get a little bit of chip there since it had already taken a shot from the Archer. The Fireball goes ahead and takes out that Musketeer. And his tower's looking pretty low, and our tower has taken 0 damage. I'm thinking at this point, can I do a perfect game in the challenge? He throws his Electro Wizard down. We go ahead and counter push on the other side, zap away those goblins, and then do a really good job of almost killing his Elite Barbarians. And so his defense didn't work very well. And we go ahead and stop the Electro Wizard up near the bridge so it doesn't get its second shot off there with his other hand. It deals more damage to the single unit, but your tower goes ahead and cleans it up because MVP, Ice Golem, coming in there to disrupt his attack. I'm going to throw this over on the Electro Wizard because I feel confident in dealing with the Musketeer. Then we're going to throw the Elite Barbarians down. It's a trap! His Elite Barbarians are there at the bridge, and we take damage because of the log. I'm not going to count that as real damage. Let's see if a single unit touches our tower other than that log. He throws his Ice Golem down, which is a great defense, but we had already too many skeletons on his tower, and he's going to sustain massive damage to his right-hand tower, and we go ahead and throw the Electro Wizard down. So just playing really safe here, I go ahead and throw a Fireball on the Musketeer, and then he kind of scares me with these Elite Barbarians and chips a little bit more damage off on our tower. So 2 logs to the tower is what we've taken. And his tower is all the way down to 294, which is spell damage range. Elite Barbarians coming in here. He misses with the Zap spell. I still felt pretty confident in taking out those Elite Barbarians, but he missed with the Zap spell. You can't be missing with the Zap spell. We go ahead and seal this up with the Graveyard, the Zap, and the Fireball. Did that Zap hit our tower? If so, the only damage we took was logs and Zap on the tower. Pretty close to a perfect game. Alright, this game got pretty tense. This is another one of those situations where you have to take into account the fact that you're just losing doing what you're doing and you need to switch things up. So he goes ahead and throws a Tombstone down in the middle. And I'm going to throw my Electro Wizard backed up with our Ice Golem here, and he gets a Giant down. So in order to prevent large amounts of skeletons building up behind the Giant, I take a 1 elixir deficit there and throw a Fireball on the Tombstone. What that's going to allow me to do is deal with the Giant and then clean up the backup units without a lot of skeletons there. And we kill the Giant. Bunch of units coming over the bridge here, and check it out. Ice Golem. Throw that Ice Golem in there to deny damage. Look at that that Electro Wizard, like, behind his back, hitting with that electricity. I love it. It's awesome. He is one of the coolest characters. He's awesome. And he's going to go ahead and throw the tombstone down again. So I'm going to throw the Electro Wizard back in the back again, because we're not scared of the tombstone, but we know the giant's coming. And his giant is going to come from all the way in the back. So he plays it in the far corner. We're going to clean up the skeletons here, prevent him from getting this death ball of doom. And unfortunately, with our Electro Wizard there, it's going to actually stall the giant, allowing him to build more. So we need to be really careful here. We throw skeletons down, he zaps them away. Not a good situation here. We're going to throw the Elite Barbarians on the giant. The giant gets a hit off, and then let's prevent that with MVP Ice Golem shutting it down. His Electro Wizard is going to get a hit off, though. And so we're, it's just kind of going back and forth, and I'm not super happy about the way that this is going, because now that we're in double elixir, behind that giant, he's going to get huge amounts of damage. So I throw the archers down. I'm going to throw the fireball down and get the Electro Wizard. We don't throw the fireball. We do the Electro Wizard, and notice, the Electro Wizard resets the tower. Hey, Sadie. Oh! Welcome. She really doesn't like being held. But notice our Electro Wizard stops that tower, allowing the skeletons to build up more. And he defended it, but we did huge amounts of damage. Just like Sadie is doing to that box over there. My goodness, cat. Hope we don't need that box. Alright, the giant gets 2 swings off on the tower. We go ahead and throw an Ice Golem down and a graveyard. He throws his minions up there at the Ice Golem, which was a questionable place to put it. I think putting it on the skeletons was his best bet. We go ahead and clutch that tower out there with a skeleton. Didn't think a skeleton was going to get that with the Electro Wizard there, did ya? Did ya? But it did, and we win that game. That was game number 13. Granted, we've lost twice already, so these games get super intense. And now for this last game. You have to be just really confident and relaxed for these kind of games, or else you're just going to lose it. You're just going to lose it. They're intense. All right. If you ever want to see like just the most grindy game ever, this is it. This was just so tense. He throws his Electro Wizard down in the back. We mirror the move, and then I'm going to throw the fireball down to clean his up, which I think is a smart play. He throws his Elite Barbarians down at the bridge, and we're going to throw a Skeleton Army there, and thankfully we kind of are used to the fact that people have that zap ready for the Skeleton Army. And notice again that Ice Golem probably saved like 600 damage from that tower. So if you don't use the Ice Golem, give it a try. Ice Golem is one of the best cards. Definitely one of my favorite cards ever. And he throws a Furnace down, which I hate. I hate the Furnace. The thing is ridiculously powerful. Dropping like 200 damage on our tower at a time. And I go ahead and throw a fireball down here, missing the Electro Wizard. There was a place where it could have caught it, but I timed it incorrectly. So he actually does a really good job here. And notice, before he can get damage on the tower, we're going to stop it with the Ice Golem. Thing is amazing. And we shut down that Electro Wizard. Did that Electro Wizard get a shot off on the tower? I don't think so. And unfortunately, we just keep taking massive damage from these little blobby fire spirits here. I hate them. We're going to throw the Electro Wizard down just to deal with that, because that's going to add up. And notice here, this is what I meant to do the first time. We're going to throw the fireball. It's going to hit his Electro Wizard and the Furnace. So that play alone might have actually won us the game in hindsight. Because I make quite a few mistakes, and if I made the mistakes without having a play like that beautifully, I think we definitely would have lost. But our Elite Barbarian's going to run to its doom. We throw the Graveyard down at this point, which I don't think was a good play. We did not have enough backing it up. He dumped quite a bit of elixir into the furnace, though, and so it wasn't a terrible play, but we didn't get a lot of damage. And when you play the graveyard and you don't get a lot of damage, it feels just like, well, that was 5 elixir that we just threw away. Ice Golem is going to block this damage here. It's going to stall the Mega Minion, most importantly, and then that Elite Barbarian from getting to the tower. And he's got two furnaces on the field. Like, what is going on right now? The Electro Wizard is going to do an awesome job there. Our Fireball is going to completely shut this down, and I'm worried at this point. Now, our Elite Barbarians are going to run in. Thankfully, he plays a Furnace at this point because our Elite Barbarians are able to just chop that Furnace down immediately, which I think kind of throws off his groove because he wants that trickle damage coming in, and we shut it down immediately. Then he's going to throw his Electro Wizard down, and check out our Fireball. Do we have a Fireball? Do we? And oh, the Fireball hits nothing except the tower, which is important, but you can't be throwing Fireballs and nothing. Our little skeletons are going to kill the Electro Wizard before his Zap has time to activate. The Ice Golem is going to shut down the Elite Barbarian. We're going to go ahead and stop this from dealing a ton of damage by getting the Electro Wizard down, and his Mega Minion gets 2. My tower is under 1,000. I'm crying. I miss again with the Fireball. We go ahead and throw the Skarmy down, stalling just enough. He throws the Zap down. Not in time, though. Installs it just quick enough. His Fireball is going to bring us down to 527. Again, my soul is melting. We go ahead and throw another Fireball, this time, thankfully, connecting with the tower and the Electro Wizard. And he is very confident at this point. I can tell the way he's playing that Furnace. We go ahead and get the Graveyard down on the field. Our Elite Barbarians are going to run up and chop at that Furnace, but not really dealing quick enough damage for me, and we've got the tower down to 489. And I'll be honest, at this point I thought, all right, game's over. I really tried. So I'm going to throw the Fireball down on the Furnace and his tower, and then just defend with our lives. Get our Skarmy down. He really needed to get his Ice Golem down in front of those Elite Barbarians on this push. I really think that would have won him the game, but he does not, and now his tower is in Zap and Fireball range. Holy cow. I think I, screamed and ran around the house yelling in happiness. It was wonderful. My heart was beating so quickly. I thought it was going to leap out of my chest out of excitement. And I just tried all day long to get this to work, and we finally got it to work by switching up the deck. Highly recommend this deck. Electro Wizard, obviously. Elite Barbarians, I want to say obviously because they're just incredible. Fireball Zap. Skarmy, which I didn't think would be all that good, but it actually is surprisingly good against the meta right now in the challenge. And then Archers, and you just have to have the Ice Golem. Did you see that thing? The Ice Golem won me every single game. Didn't deal any damage, but the thing was incredible at stopping damage. So good. Are you guys ready for the chest? Let's open this one up to kind of build up our luck here. 78 gold, an Elixir Collector, and 11 Minion Hordes. That's pretty good. I'm going to start this unlocking. Jump over here to our 12-win chest. Can we get another legendary card? I wonder what the chances on that are. All right. 22,000 gold as expected. 58 bombers. Minions, Mega Minions. Goblins. 110 Elite Barbarians. I like that. It's going up to 12 now. My Elite Barbarians are on their way to 12. 110 Mortars. 19 Furnaces. Wizards. I can upgrade my Wizards to 8. That's interesting. I'd like to do an all-Wizard deck. Every single one of the Wizards. Bunch of Ice Spirits. They would be going to 12. 3 Musketeers can go to 8. Valkyries. Guys, this is a ton of cards. We've got 5 Expos. 401 Minion Horde. 6 Skarmies. And, of course, the Electro Wizard. Put that cherry on top of the cake there. Cherry on the cake? the cherry on top, I guess. This card is so much fun. Can I use it in regular play now, or do I have to wait until it comes out? Look at that spread right there. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Ka-chunk! Go ahead and make sure I save that so I can document it. Thank you so much for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to comment and subscribe also so you could come back for more Gaming with Bare Hands. I appreciate so much the support you guys have been giving me. We crossed 200 subscribers. We are nearing 20,000 views, which is a huge deal for me. I really enjoy making these videos. It gives me the good feels that at least some of you are enjoying the content that I'm putting out there, because I love making these videos and I love this game. I hope to see you in the next video. Can't wait. Have an awesome day. See you later.